Welcome to the Winning Move podcast. I just got back from my own mastermind. It was a 2-day event in Salt Lake City, Utah, at an Airbnb. It actually happened to be at a dude named Sam Taggart's house, who's really, really big in the door-to-door space. But this one won't be too long, man. I feel like I was so enthralled in the event and talking to people that it was a little bit harder for me to pull different takeaways. But a couple of them that I had were, number one is you need to be in these rooms if you want anything to happen. I know a lot of people who do a lot of business and they could possibly be doing 10x, 30x, 40x more if they would have been in a room like that, to where everybody talks about it or talks about what they're doing and then gives the collective a feedback of like, hey, no, this is what you need to do in order to take your business from here to here, right? Like take it to the next level. And I really, really like that. The next thing is I need to do more of these. I enjoyed it and like I'll make money on it, right? And we'll be releasing these recordings here soon. So keep your eye out for that. But I really, really enjoyed it, and I like spending time with my friends and helping bring other people along and showing them that there's like a better way and that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you can like more is possible. Because a lot of us in the real estate space think that, oh yeah, you own a 7-figure business, and this was just me, right? Like, oh, you own a 7-figure business, you made it. To where, in all reality, man, like when we're talking business, $1 million is nothing. Like nothing, especially with a lot of these other companies. And so seeing what these people are doing, pulling out of their head what their leadership style, how they built it, their mentality, their mindset, all of that amazing stuff. And you can't really do that on podcasts. Like you can do it on podcasts, you can do it going to an event where you like watch them. But being able to speak to these people one-on-one and having them help you out 100%, now that's the way to go. Like that's how you're gonna get pulled ahead, and you're gonna borrow those people's borrow their belief is the term Mark uses. Borrowing their belief and like talking to them, learning from them. How do you do it? What did you see? All of that good stuff. Now that is where we make that's where we make serious strides in our companies, in our business, in our life. That was the biggest takeaway for me, honestly, was just being around some absolute savages and having a good time. The other one was being open to feedback. And this is something that I haven't seen in a while. But we had one of the people there wasn't very open to feedback from another person in the mastermind who was, let's just say, farther along than they were. And then the entire room piled on to this group of saying like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. We know it's going to take you to the next level. And then they weren't quite taking it. Like, no, I don't see it. To where these events are why you come to get absolutely ripped apart. And hopefully you do get ripped apart at what you're doing. And then from there, you will learn and like you'll see the light of like, okay, well, we're doing this. And then someone says, well, if you just change this and this, implement these 4 things, that adds an extra $5 million to your bottom line, which actually happened at that event, which was pretty cool. And then we had another Brady Slack who came in and spoke on taxes, saved one of the speakers $1 million net on taxes from a certain type of whatever he was talking about with cost segregations, which I thought was amazing. He saved one of the speakers $1 million. Overall, man, we're going to release some of the reviews and everything else, but the event was amazing, being around all of the guests and all the speakers and being able to interact and bond with them, like going and racing go-karts. What else we do? Went to Topgolf, drank for a little bit, went back to the Airbnb and kept drinking. Being able to build those relationships with people who I personally think most people don't have access to. So the number one thing is everybody, like, you're not going there to really learn. You're going there for relationships. Learning is there, but I think most money is in relationships, right? So when you're going to these masterminds, you're paying to get relationships with legitimate people that you would know that you just wouldn't get anywhere else. And when I say that, the majority of the guests who came to the mastermind would not have access to really any of the speakers, especially if they're from different areas. Like direct access of 2 days of being able to build a relationship with a really, really high level entrepreneur. It just doesn't happen. And so that's why I pay to get into those rooms, so I can get direct access to these people, like 100% direct access. And I know that I'm going to build a relationship, I'm going to have a good time, and it's going to pull me farther. Because if you try and do this on your own, it's just not going to work. I mean, that's why you're in different masterminds for certain types of businesses, right? I mean, I'm sure there's like SaaS masterminds, like there's all sorts of masterminds. You're really in there to learn from the person who's the best in there and to forge a relationship with everyone else, because it's only going to pull you forward.